up. Thought I would do a little chat with y'all really fast. Let some people join the stream. How is everyone doing tonight? What up, bro? What's going on? Tesla. Wow. Much to say. Much to, much to talk about Tesla, right? I know it is really killing it. I don't know how. I don't know. It's crazy. Tesla is in a bubble. Well, what's about to happen is the whole S&P 500 thing. You know, if you look and see for how much Tesla is up for the year, it's up a lot, and I'm kind of wondering this question. I'm asking myself this question, and a lot of you guys are probably asking the same question. How much higher can it go? You know, because I thought $1,000 was a lot. Yo, you finally getting into the market? Oh, I totally been into the market. I've totally been into the market, but I don't know, lately I've just been paying a lot more attention, you know? Yeah, and spy puts. Ooh, spy puts. I want to buy Disney stock. What do you think? So the situation with Disney is, I think Disney will make it through, but a lot of Disney's parks are gonna be, they gotta do the whole social distance thing. So I'm sure that means that they can't sell as many tickets. Okay, so that means that less people can go to their parks. I would imagine that making movies are gonna be different because it's gonna be harder to make movies without a vaccine because you're gonna have people together on the set. I'm so windy. As soon as I cut the live stream on, I start yawning. So I can see that being a situation. But then once we get a vax, I think Disney will be a really good play. The only problem that can, I don't know, Disney is one that that's one I'm really not really looking at. Basically, the ones I really like is I like Tesla and I like things that are like COVID-19 proof, okay? But that's not including the spec stocks. 3 minutes into this live stream and I've yawned like 6 times. I don't get it. Yeah, I should just drink some Coca-Cola. Yes, I'm asking this question like how high can it go, y'all? How high can it go? Jermaine, I'm finally on live. Yes, I'm finally on live. Not sure about Disney too much into the health and fitness. I don't know. Like, that's why I like Beyond Meat because yes, restaurants do sell Beyond Meat, but then at the same time, Beyond Meat is something that like it's something that people eat. It's something that people will buy over and over and over and over and over. And it's also something that it's also something that could compete with beef, you know. What apps do you use? I missed it. I use a bunch. The latest app that I'm using, you guys are gonna trip when you hear this one, but I'm actually using the Chase mobile app. That's one I've been using a lot lately. I'm trying to, put some money in the Chase app, so that way, like, later on down the line, like, I'll have some money in the Chase app. So I'm working on that one now. I think I probably want to get like maybe like 15 or 20K in the Chase app, and then start putting some money in something else. I kind of like to have them spread out in different apps, so that way I can see what I like about the apps, see how they work, and then once again, like, it's spread out. It's not like all in one like account. Kids like a perfect burger. That's why BK and McDonald's must want the perfect patty for those guys. Also, McDonald's, no, Beyond can't fulfill orders for McDonald's because that would be a lot of orders. A lot of orders. The retail investment is basically all the time. Yeah, but I don't know about retail right now. Do a Chase Bank review video. Oh, really? I should do a Chase Bank review video? The reason why I still use Chase Bank is, easy. I think the main reason why a lot of other people still use Chase, because if I ever have a problem, I can call a 1-800 number. I can talk to someone. Or if I ever have a problem, I can just walk into a bank. That's why I still have Chase. And they also have some good products, You watching from Namibia? What up, Namibia? Namibia in the house. I would love to go back to freaking Africa so bad right now. But don't know where. I don't know when I'm gonna travel back again. That's a really good question. It might be some time. It might be some time up ahead. There are some good stocks: Cloudflare, Fiverr, and Shopify. I hear this Fiverr stock is pretty good. Let me check out this Fiverr stock really fast. I saw Fiverr in an ETF that I bought. I got one of the ARK ETFs today. I think I'm gonna make a position of 100 shares. Yeah, I'm gonna invest in some of the ARK Invest now. Wow, look at Fiverr, yo. Holy cow. Holy cow. I didn't know Fiverr was like this, yo. I had no idea. Fiverr is on a freaking tear. Fiverr looks like, what does it look like? It looks like some of these electric stocks. Like, it's up in the past 3 months, it's up 222%. That's pretty interesting. Fiverr here. I don't know if I want to jump into Fiverr because it's up so much, but it's a hot one right now. Jermaine, what are some of your fun stock picks? Stock you pick because you like the company or products, not necessarily it's gonna blow up. You mean like something something a little bit more conservative, not so like speculative. I would say stocks that are a little bit more conservative. That I own are Starbucks, which has taken a big hit. Which Starbucks is probably one I'm going to be selling off soon. I would say one that's pretty conservative. Maybe a lot of people would disagree with this one is Facebook. I think that that Facebook is a good one. I think everybody knows about financial education, yo. I think everybody, like, yo, if you guys know about financial education, like, say something in the comments. Like, he's like the biggest dude on YouTube. And then now it's like almost like me, Kevin, is sort of trying to compete with financial education because me, Kevin, pretty much, he's just mainly talks about stimulus checks and like stuff like that in real estate. So now he's talking more about stock market. He tells you What's messed up? So Germany is talking about investing in freaking and Cheesecake Factory. I think that's a horrible, horrible idea. Like that's just me. I would not invest in Cheesecake Factory. Like basically, no, I wouldn't invest in no restaurants. I wouldn't invest in no retail, like any clothing companies, anything like that. I wouldn't invest in none of those. Because what I think gonna happen is I think a lot of these clothing stores, basically, what I think is gonna happen, yeah, a lot of these clothing stores are gonna go out of business, right? So you're gonna have like shops in the mall. They're gonna basically hit bankruptcy, okay? Right? And when they hit bankruptcy, I'm gonna give you a prediction right now, okay? When when these companies hit bankruptcy, right? Mall stores. I'm just gonna use one example. I'm not saying this is gonna happen to this company, but I'm just gonna use one example. Abercrombie, okay? Abercrombie, it gets hit, right? They're in so much debt, they're sinking. They go bankrupt, okay? They can no longer pay their employees, they can no longer pay their stores. However, they still have this name, they still have people that know them, they still have, people still want to buy their products, but they just can't make it anymore because they have all these stores and you have to close them, and now people are shopping online, and so basically the company like downsizes. Okay, it could basically downsize. Maybe they have 3 or 4 stores in the whole country, right? And then it's just an online thing, or some other company could come up and scoop them up, like an Amazon. Okay, yeah, kind of like Boosted. Okay, very similar to the situation with Boosted. But the thing with Boosted is they never got out of the phase of they're never profitable basically. Like you have a lot of stores in the mall that are profitable, but then they're just getting burned from this. Okay, so I can see in some scenarios, some places, some stores in the mall could just get scooped up by like other companies like Amazon, and then now you can still buy all of the same stuff from Abercrombie, but you just buy it from Amazon, and now you can get it even faster because Amazon sells it. So I think that some brands um, will be saved by bigger companies just because they already have a following behind them. Like, why let them completely fall just because they have a lot of retail locations and people are not going to retail locations as much? I can see that this could be happening. Um, but I think someone was talking about like a safe stock. Um, Another safe stock, I would say Nike is a good one. Uh, Nike. Now, when I was talking about apparel, Nike is one of the only exceptions I would make to apparel. All right, and the reason why I would say Nike is the only exception, because I don't think people are gonna stop buying Nikes, y'all. I just don't think people are gonna stop buying Nikes. I can see people stop buying a lot of other brands, but like Nikes, I just don't see that. I just see like that's just a very international brand, and I don't think Nike's gonna go. um, I mean, just if you, just look at all the looting what was going on. The Nike stores didn't get looted, so if they didn't get looted, like I think they'll survive to the end. I mean, that's it is American as it can get right there, Nike. Okay, Apple is a very very safe one. Um, if you really want to get, if you really want to get safe, I mean, I guess you can say Berkshire Hathaway. You can, but I find Berkshire Hathaway a little too boring if you ask me. I want something a little bit more bumpy, something a little bit more rocky. Let me see what else is a good one. Those are more safe and secure. Netflix is gonna be more on the spec side. That's more high growth. These other companies are not as high growth. They're more slow, stable, not not growing as fast. The larger companies. So 3M is a good one. Someone asked about 3M in our live stream the other day, and 3M would actually be a good stock to day trade on. I mean, but there's also a lot of stocks to day trade on. I like ETF. Oh, you like ARK? So there's an ARK ETF that I just jumped into. It actually has exposure to fiber. So when someone was talking about fiber, I was looking at fiber stock, but I didn't actually look at the share price. But there's an ARK Invest one I got into. It's called ARK Israel Innovative Tech, and this one is at $24. And it's about, this fund is about 2 years old. It's about 2 years old. Yeah. This is kind of one I want to really spread out the ARK. I really want to put some money in the ARK Invest. Uber stock. Okay, so the thing with Uber stock, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I basically sold Uber stock when the pandemic started. Like, believe it or not, I sold all of my Uber stock before Financial Education made his video talking about he sold all of his Uber stock. Also, once again, Financial Education, he lives in Nevada. Like, I live in SF, and in the city, more people use things like Uber like every day, right? Versus, you know, in Vegas, yeah, people definitely use Uber, but not like they do in the city, not like they do here. And when I'm just like in the city and I see like there's no Uber activity, and like there's like no Uber activity in New York, in San Francisco and New York, they're like big Uber markets, you know, and it's like this for months. I don't think Uber is like a stock I want to be holding on to. No, I don't think so. No, not with all that. I mean, now as cities close down like around the world, like cities literally close down around the world. No, I don't think this is one I want to be holding on to. I think it's really going to. I think it's going to set them back. I think I still have like 30 shares of Uber. Like I still have a little bit, but mm-mm. I actually majority of that Uber that I sold, it went into Tesla and Beyond Meat. Now the Beyond Meat stock hasn't really went too far. I did buy some Beyond Meat at 70, so I am up 100% on some Beyond Meat. But I've been buying a lot of Beyond Meat at above 130, like 130, 140, because I like Beyond Meat. Apple is safe. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say any stock is safe, but Apple is. It's definitely more on the secure side. I mean, think about this scenario. Think about this. You lose your iPhone. What are you probably going to do? You're probably going to go get another iPhone. You know? You're probably just going to go get another iPhone, right? You know, if you lose your iPhone, you're probably eventually get another one, you know? Or you're probably going to use some other Apple services. Yes, you caught a live stream. I truly a blessing want to say that I have not seen you since the marching and protesting anyway. Glad to see you tonight. Oh, awesome. I am home in one piece, not out doing any protesting or anything. Still a good EV spec. Yeah, there's a bunch of EV stocks out there. But then, right now, I'm literally running out of good stocks to buy right now. Like there's like no deals in the market, and the stock market's closed tomorrow too, by the way, because of the 4th. That's probably why the stock market went up so much today, just because it's going to be closed the weekend, and you know it's going to be closed one extra day. No tangible products. What do you mean tangible products? I mean, I got some T-shirts for sale. Sprockets and loads they have stock in I was thinking about what do you mm, what do you mean invest in taxes? Taxes? Okay, the thing about taxes in the stock market, if you are not, if you are buying and holding, you don't have to worry about it. Okay? If you are buying and selling, you do. Now, let's just use some scenarios here. If you buy Uber at $30, Uber goes up to 100, Uber goes back down to 30, and you sell Uber at 30, you didn't make any money. So you don't, there's no tax there. Alright, but if you buy Uber at 30, Uber goes up to 60, you make 100%, right? Now you have to pay tax on that. So as long as you know don't cash out, um, yeah, as long as you don't cash out, you don't really have to worry about you don't have to worry about the taxes until you cash out. Now, if you sell something at a loss, of course you don't pay taxes on when you sell something at a loss. So, what do you think about short selling airlines? I think the pandemic is going to flare up again, and the airlines are screwed. Never mind for this. I don't know about shorting. I don't really like the short stocks that much. I don't really like the short stocks that much, and I'm the type of person like, yeah, I don't really want to short them. There could be some scenarios of when I would want to short a stock. I'll give you one scenario of when I would probably want to short a stock. Let's say I own 1,000 shares of a stock, right? I don't own 1,000 shares of any stock, but let's just use this scenario that I own 1,000 shares of FYZ. Okay, let's just say FYZ is trading at $100 a share. Now I have held these shares for 5 years, right? So I'm a long-term investor. I don't want to sell these shares. I don't. These shares also pay me a dividend, like every month. They pay me a dividend, and you know when you have held a dividend for 5 years, the dividend rate that you receive is going to be a whole lot higher than the dividend rate that someone who bought that stock today pays, that they receive. So someone today that buys the stock today, maybe they get a dividend of 3%, but you have held the stock for 5 years and this stock is split, but your dividend rate is like 15%, right? So you have a big feeling that these shares that you hold are going to go down a lot, like 50%, right? You have this feeling because you know, okay, there's a pandemic going on, and I know people are not going to be spending money, so I know for sure this business is going to go down. But you don't want to sell, because if you do sell, you lose that nice dividend income, right? You also have to pay taxes on the money, and you don't want to do that. But then what if you're wrong, right? What if you're wrong? Like, what if you sell off all these shares and you're incorrect? Like, the stock price don't go up, right? Now you've lost out your dividend. You got to pay taxes. You want to buy back again. Like, this sounds like a friggin' mess, right? This would be the scenario that I would short the stock. Okay, this would be the scenario. And in this scenario, I would buy an option contract. All right, and that you would get an option contract for 10 contracts. So 10 contracts would represent 1,000 shares. Now the contract for 10 shares is going to sound no, it's going to be a whole lot less than buying those shares. And if like basically when you buy that contract, it's almost like buying an insurance plan, because if the stock price drops 50%, you can take that contract and turn around and sell that contract and basically like make the difference. And in that scenario, what a lot of investors would do is they would take the difference that they made from that contract and buy more shares in that same stock. You know, that would, or in the flip side, you would take out the contract, right? And the stock price doesn't fall. Now you just lose the price of the contract, which is just like paying insurance on your car, right? You pay insurance on your car every month, but you don't have a crash. But you don't mind paying insurance on your car every month because you know just in case if you have a crash, oh, you're safe because your car insurance is going to take care of you. So in that scenario of where you are, you have shares and you don't want to sell them for tax purposes or other reasons. Maybe you work for a company and you can't sell, and you still know it's going to go down. Like, you could, yeah. Are people saying are people talking about my volume again? I'm gonna straight up stop doing live streams, yo. Cause people be, I'm gonna go listen to my volume right now. Hello? Okay, y'all are messing with me, y'all. Like, for real. Y'all are, like, messing with me. Like, basically, I'm about to block y'all. Okay, for real. Anybody say anything about a mic? Because I just tested it. Like, I don't know. What's up with y'all? I know Jermaine. I'm a loyal follower. You should get some square options. Square options on which way? Like, on the upside or the downside? I don't know, on the upside or the downside. Because Square, like, last time I checked, Square is like at $100 a share. And I was like, oh, for real? Yeah, that's cool. Where do you live stream besides YouTube? I live stream on Instagram, but I haven't been live streaming on. I don't know, when it's windy outside, I have a hard time live streaming, yo. Like, it's just, I'm cold, freaking, like, I know it's gonna interfere with the microphone. So, you recommend, what do you recommend for someone that knows nothing about stocks but is interested to invest? Okay, what I would recommend for someone who doesn't know anything about stocks, I would recommend learning more about stocks before you invest. That's what I would do. I would recommend just learning just a little bit more about it. Now, if you really just want to get into investing, Acorns is a good app that you can invest in. You don't even pick stocks with Acorns. Basically, that's how simple it is. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I mean, if the volume is low, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you just have to use closed caption or something. I just checked on my end and it sounds really good. So, I don't know. Let's just hide this channel person. Like, anybody say anything about volume? Like, I'm just gonna block out. It's so messed up. Like, I have to say that, but like, it's a way of trolling without. It's a way of trolling without trolling, and like, how do I stop people from saying it? So what's good, y'all? gosh, I'm following this YouTuber and she is living in a Mini Cooper around California. And I'm thinking, how? How? It's a Mini Cooper, yo. What do you think about Lemonade IPO? Has it IPO already? Has it IPO'd already? And is Lemonade Lemonade's a food chain, right? It looks like you won't be seeing another market crash from COVID. I mean, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but they are pumping a lot of money into the markets. What about that vaccine? Like, how far is that away? What's the next big stock to invest in? I don't know. Michael Peterson. What? I don't know. It's a good one. I'll tell you another another one that was up a lot today. Another stock that was up today, big time, was FUV, Arcimoto. It's up 25% today. It's up 25%. It's a good one. It's one like I'm surprised to see it like the way it is. I'm surprised to see, and that's one of them stocks like I was holding at like at $1.70, and then at $3 I bought like some more, and then now I'm up like. Then I think I'm up 100% on this in my Webull account. But that's nothing, because Blink charging, I'm up like 141. And this is just this week. This is insane. Thanks, Miracle. You're going to be in big trouble once the money for unemployment runs out. That's the market will crash big time. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Looks like they have this infrastructure bill that is going to be coming out very soon. It looks like they've already passed on the second round of stimulus, so that's going to extend a little bit longer. It looks like it's going to pay out by states, so it's going to go from state to state. Something along those lines. I wonder how much California we get. I wonder how much California we get. We should probably get like 3,000, freaking this California. No, it's not gonna be 3,000. I think the state that was gonna get the most was like 1,900, and the state that was gonna get the least was like somewhere close to 16. So that's still higher than 1,200. What some of these people gonna do? Some of these people are freaking, gonna take the money, go get food, go get gas for the car, go get some new tires for the car. Some people gonna go to the Gucci store, get them some new shoes. Some people gonna go go buy some stocks. It's gonna go all over the place. So it's good. Thanks for the super chat. Who else want landlords to feel the COVID pain? Jasmine, I saw you ride your skateboard past me today. I was by the mall. Oh, yeah, I was out working today. Today was kind of busy. Oh my gosh, you guys want to know what I did today? Crap, I gotta show y'all what I did today. You guys want to know what I bought today? Get ready for this one, y'all. I'll be right back. Did you guys see my Instagram? So check this out, Gucci shoes. So I don't know if you guys follow me, but like I did say a long time ago that like I wanted to get some Gucci shoes and the Gucci store opened back up, and I guess people thought like I was just talking crap like in a live stream, but no, I was there. I was for real. I was there for real. So like, got me some shoes, yo. You wanna see them? It comes in this like really nice box. I don't think I've ever had a box this nice before. I did say, I said when I made like, I'm not gonna say the number, but I said when I made like X amount of money off Tesla, once they hit X amount, I'm gonna freaking go get something fresh. So here we go. So I got these bad boys. Fresh, right? Yeah, they're pretty cool. Come with some bags. Oh, they do fit. Oh, super fun. But of course, I'm not going to. Of course, I'm not gonna like wear them like all the time. I mean, I'd step in shit in San Francisco with these shoes on, you know. So. Minimalist Jermaine is dead. I don't know. Minimalist Jermaine is I don't know. I don't know what happened to Minimalist Jermaine. It's called like freaking staying in San Francisco on freaking lockdown. Like saving like all of my money, like not buying anything, not going to restaurants, not drinking. Cause I used to drink a lot. Like literally, I used to drink a lot. I'm like, I don't really drink anymore. So I save a lot of money like there. I used to go out to eat all the time, but don't do that shit anymore. So, I mean, I can buy cool stuff, right? I wasn't a drunk, but I definitely would definitely go to bars quite often. You know, like I go to bars like all the time. You know, like when the bars were open, like literally right before they were closed. Like I would go to the bars all the time. I wasn't like getting wasted all the time, but I would definitely go and drink. Don't believe he drunk. He never seen on video. Did you say minimalist? What up, Alex? Well, I'm not really a minimalist anymore. I mean, when I was traveling, going different countries, living out of a backpack, it's really easy to be minimalist. Okay, it's really easy to have one pair of shoes, right? It's really easy to do that, but then I don't know. I'm still somewhat minimal. You know what I mean? I'm not just I'm still somewhat minimal. I still have like I could probably move what with excluding the t-shirts and the t-shirt all the t-shirt crap. I think I could probably move with the bike with two loads. So I guess that's still somewhat minimal. No drink, but you smoking now. Oh, thanks for judging me. You're right. I guess I do smoke. I smoke, but drinking, no thanks. If I'm not about to have sex, I don't need it. What would you drink? I would drink Jack and Coke. But I don't really care that much about drinking, you know? And also, another thing about drinking, I don't like to feel bad the next day. Jermaine, from skateboards to Gucci shoes, I cannot. Okay, so check this out. If y'all think that's funny, You should have seen when I walked up in the freaking Gucci store with the helmet on and the freaking skateboard shoes. Because I had straight called the store. Like, I had called the store before and asked, like, hey, y'all sell Gucci shoes? You know, they're like, yeah, we got some. And I was like, what size are you? I was like, oh, I'm this size. And they're like, hey, we have to go upstairs and get them. So I, like, walked in. They're just like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm the guy that called on the phone, you know. And they're just like, oh, welcome to Gucci, you know. I was like, yeah, cool. I'm like, oh, have a seat. How are you today? You know, like they're all nice and nice. I tried them on. Like it was like people, it was like a line of people waiting to come in the store, and I'm just like some stoner skateboard dude, like buying some like baller shoes at the shop, just like a normal day, you know. Not with the helmet, bro. I purposely went in there with the helmet on. I purposely, you know why? So that this label can be there. Like skateboarders buy Gucci shoes too. You know, I purposely did it. Like, bet when I go buy a Rolex, I'm gonna take the skateboard too. That sounds like a gunshot. Maybe it wasn't a gunshot. Completely missed your free looted Gucci shoes. I totally did, but they didn't loot the Gucci store. I don't think they did loot the Gucci store. I don't think so. Real question: when can you wear those shoes in the TL? You know what? That's something I didn't really think about until like just right now because it's not like I'm gonna wear them walking around here. It's not like I'm gonna wear them in the city because if I like if I wear them in the city, like how am I gonna get there? Like I'm gonna skateboard and I'm not gonna skateboard with them. So like I'm not probably not gonna really wear them in the city. I'd probably wear them if I'm driving because if I'm driving, I won't be walking as much. Um, I don't know. That's a really good question. I just really really like them. Like I don't care if I don't have. I just think they're really dope. He's gonna wear them overseas. It'll definitely make a lot of sense to wear them overseas. Wear them going shopping. Wear them going to the mall. Wear them going to a half decent restaurant. Wear them going on. I don't know. Just wear them different places. That's a really good question. Though, where can you wear these? You definitely cannot really wear them. I don't know. That's a good question. Hey Tennessee. I like that one. Hey Tennessee. Dog, you getting through the quarantine right now? I am getting through the quarantine. I am getting. Wear them listening to Future. I love Future, y'all. Of course, y'all know I love Future. But that is not why I made my hair red because of Future. That had nothing to do with Future. I think the why stock market. What do you mean why stock market? Oh, so I just named the title of this trend, stock market. Oh, it's closed because of the fourth, and I guess they like to give the traders an extra day to extra day off. New Gucci shoes, good week for Jay. It's actually something I've been wanting to buy for a while though. But it's something I didn't want to order offline because you need to try them on, you know. Memphis like your shoes, of course. Memphis like my shoes. The food deli is slowing in NYC. Really? Even those little corner stores slowing down? DoorDash is slow. Exactly. You have a light voice, Jermaine, so you don't get offended when people ask. So I have a light voice. So you saying things are getting slow? Okay, I'm gonna tell you how something that's going on in the food delivery business. If you don't know what's up, especially for you people that live in New York, okay? This is a really big thing in New York. Also in San Francisco, if it's a really nice day, if it's a freaking really nice day, there are going to be less orders. Bottom line. All right, bottom line. Like that's here in SF. That's also in New York. What thoughts of Uber buying Postmates? I think that's a good one because both companies can help out each other. Next time I'm in California, I'm going to the thrift store in Beverly Hills. I'm gonna look for some Gucci shoes. You can probably find some over there. Do you trade stocks? I don't really trade stocks because I mean, I will trade in and out, but it's something I rarely do. It's just something I rarely do, y'all. Could you travel into Europe? No, I can't travel to Europe. How much? $700. I don't know. Cheaper than Tesla. They need to extend the unemployment benefits. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Need to extend those unemployment benefits. It's funny that I say that and I don't even receive any of the unemployment benefits. But of course, I want them to keep the unemployment going because if they keep the unemployment money going, that means that people like me can benefit from that because it'll be lots of people ordering. It'll be lots of people ordering. It'll be less people working. So I really, really want them to. And if people are not going back to work, like they're gonna need money. Okay, like and there's a lot of people not going back to work. So like, so many levels. They need to keep that. They need to keep that. They need to keep those stimulus checks going. Jermaine, do you think I could make money doing delivery on a bike here in the Midwest? You can make money in the Midwest on a bike, but it's gonna have to be in like a downtown type situation, you know. And then just because it's a downtown type, just because it's a downtown situation doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna guarantee to make money. I mean, it has to be a downtown type of place where people are ordering a lot. It has to be a downtown type of place where people are living and it's thriving, and people don't really want to go outside and order and stuff like that. And those places exist outside of California, you know. Wear them flop shoes. Um, Asians love Gucci. Asians do. I always notice that, yo. I always see Asians walking around the city with either a huge Louis Vuitton bag or a huge Gucci bag, like all the time. And today, like I got to do that same shit. I got to skateboard with a Gucci bag. If they stop the unemployment, please, you better believe you buy a gun because they're break-ins. Oh yeah, it'll be break-ins like crazy. Jay, we talk about Albertson stock. Mm, Albertson is, if I'm not mistaken, that's like a food company. That's like Kroger, right? I think that would probably be a good stock because I don't think grocery stores are shutting down. I mean, if you really want to get very extreme, grocery stores could shut down. I mean, if you guys want to go down that rabbit hole, what would it look like if grocery stores shut down? Okay, let's think about this scenario. Like, let's think about the pandemic's really bad and they have to close grocery stores, right? This is very, very unlikely to happen, but let's just think about it. How would people eat? Well, then we would be relying on government food. Yeah. Is Gucci public? Gucci is owned by another group. Um, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a group that owns a lot of the high fashion companies. I think there's one group that owns like Louis Vuitton and Hennessy and Chanel. I don't know if Gucci's a part of that group, but like it's a group of like it's like a few people that own all that high fashion, you know, because all that stuff is very old and iconic, and it just has a very large following. Oh, it's owned by LV, and then is Gucci owned, or is that Gucci Louis Vuitton? Yeah. Disclaimer D. He has explained low volume many times. Headphones. Let me look up this D. A conglomerate of fashion houses. Oh, it's probably not on the New York Stock Exchange. Dang, it's expensive. $495 a share. See, there's no support for. There's no support for Robinhood. No, for Weeble. During a recession, is it truly wise to invest in high fashion? Probably not. Probably not. But you know what? I don't know. Sometimes you just do things because you want to do things. We were manufactured. We are in a manufactured recession. Do you still use Stash? Yeah, I use Stash. Stash is good. You can't. You need to save. I do save. I do save. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize, but like I save like I save like basically more than 50% of my income. Like more than, and the reason why I save so much is like I think it's very important to save money, and also the Chinese people, they save like 50% of their income. So if I want to go buy something and it costs a lot, so what? I mean, if I like something and it looks really cool, I mean, I can buy it, you know? You know, like, you know, obviously I could have like almost bought a share of Tesla with the freaking shoes. Well, not a whole share, but quite a bit of a share of Tesla with the shoes, and it could have went up a whole lot over 10 years from now. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like this could be worth like a whole lot like in the future, but I don't look at it that way. I look at like, look, I want that like today. You know, like tomorrow ain't promised. You know, like it might be, the world might end. Tesla might go bankrupt. But you know what? Like at least I got to have what I want today. I'm only buying things to improve my life at home. Stuff to organize my room, tidy up the family. Got to order gym equipment. Oh yeah. Did you leave the Gucci store and jump on the boosted board? Yeah, I went to the freaking Gucci store with the helmet on and the knee pads and freaking bought shoes and then left on the skateboard with the shoes. I mean, you gotta do it, you know? You gotta do it. I do recommend an emergency fund. Wish you vlogged it. I wish I would have, but like it was already like weird enough, you know? It was already super weird. Because I wondered, like, they probably thought, like, is this dude even gonna buy, you know? And like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Huh, they're cool. And I was like really fast about it. I was like, yeah, let's go, yeah. I know, that's the first vlog. But check this out. That won't be the last time I go there. I saw something else I wanted there. I'll probably go back in like a month or two. I just don't want to spend another like $800 in a short amount of time. I need to wait like 8 weeks because I can like say to myself, okay, I can save $100 a week, right? Like I can figure out a way to cut my spending $100 a week, or like figure out a way to like come up with $100 extra a week over 8 weeks, and then I can go back to the Gucci store and get something fresh again. Boeing will fly its 730, 7 Max by year's end. Oh yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, you said Boeing. I actually bought freaking 5 shares of Boeing today. Aviation world is done, unfortunately. I think it'll come back. Hopefully it'll come back. And see, I mean, if I wasn't freaking stuck here in SF, I probably wouldn't be buying Gucci shoes and shit. But like, looks like I'm gonna be stuck here for some time. I buy some products. Well, I was actually gonna get some Dolce & Gabbana shoes, but they burnt the Dolce & Gabbana store. So, where I'm gonna get the shoes from, you know? The Dolce & Gabbana shoes, I like them more than these Gucci shoes. Dude, check out these Dolce & Gabbana shoes. I mean, these joints look stupid. But I make stuff for the military. That's why I like them. And these joints look so fly. But they actually cost more than the other shoes. Boeing is it's a duopoly. Yeah, that's why I like Boeing. The reason why I actually bought Boeing, I bought Boeing for the dividend. Yeah, for the dividend. That's why I bought Boeing. I bought Boeing because it's like half price, and a lot of my stocks I invest in are high growth, and I need to have something else. Oh, so here's another freaking photo of them Jones. They're like mad fly, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, they're like super dope. Yeah, those shoes. Can't I see the ones you ordered them? What shoes which ones I ordered? Yeah, they are freaking expensive. $775. That is a freaking lot of money, y'all. I know a colorful would be your style. A colorful shoe would be your style for sure. A colorful shoe would be my style. Damn, that's lit. I know, bro. But the ones I saw at first were white ones, and they're like mad fly. And then when I saw the other colors, I was like, yo. And then I don't think that you just really gonna sell the ones you just showed. You ordered them. No, I didn't order those. No, I didn't order those. What do you think of Bellagio? I'm not a big fan of them. You can donate your moms to the homeless shelter. I don't know. I think maybe I'll go do a video. Maybe I'll go give $20 bills to homeless people. I was doing a video on that, and I like stopped filming, but I still got a lot of the footage. But I need to like go hook up some more homeless people. Jermaine, do you like Turkish people when you visit Turkey? I freaking love the Turkish people, yo. Turkish people they're freaking awesome, dude. They're freaking awesome, yo. Self-help books. Give them books instead. Pick for the Jordans. Are Vans still popping? still popular in Cali. They are. They are. They're more popular in SoCal though. Like here in the city, you see people wearing everything. So it's not like it's just one thing that you see people wear. I mean, North Face is really big in the city. I mean, you do see a lot of people wearing North Face. There's definitely one brand that pops out, North Face for sure. And it's all over the board. It's white people, it's black people, it's Asians. Like everybody wears North Face, yo. Assassino. Y'all flying on Assassino? No, I've never been in Assassino. How did you wear that Memphis outfit from the fashion show video? What Memphis outfit from the fashion show video? Fashion show video. I don't think so. Have you ever been on a Boeing 787 Max? Never stepping on one. I've actually flown on a 737 Max. I mean, I thought it was a dope aircraft when I was, picking it. Like, it was brand new and it didn't have any problems. I believe it was the flight from, it was the $99 flight that I got from Boston to London. Yeah, this flight cost me $113 with taxes and a bag. Yeah, that's how much it cost. And it was on a 737 Max, brand new aircraft. And I just remember like sleeping and the matching shirt and pants. Dude, I am crazy when it comes to colors. I love colors for some reason. Maybe it's a bad thing. I'm pretty sure people probably see me and just automatically think, oh, that guy wears colors all the time, he's super gay. But like, I went to drop this order off and this lady was like, I've never seen a delivery guy dress so colorful like you. I've never seen a delivery guy. They usually always wear all black or all brown, and they usually don't smile. You look like you're having the best day. You're on your skateboard, you're having a good time, and I'm just like, I am. I'm having the best day ever. And she was like, can I take a picture of you? And I was like, yeah. It was insane. Jermaine, post your Gucci shoes. Fine, you for a background. I don't know. Colorful life. Colorful life. I'm to the point. This is insane, but I'm to the point where like I love colors so much that like I always have to make the underwear has to be a different color. Usually it would be like a bright color. Like yesterday I remember like I forgot what I was wearing yesterday, but I remember taking my shirt off. It was one color. My pants were like a different color. Like everything was a different color, yo. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. That's beautiful. When you come visit Los Santos, I don't know. Your appearance is not judged, though. Too much color hurt my eyes. That's a lot of color. But I don't always wear colors like that. There's this, I went on Amazon and got like just different color, like colored everything. Your appearance is not to be judged. Oh, it's totally your appearance is judged. But that's okay. I'm also like a freaking I'm also like self-employed on YouTube, but like I don't have anyone that's like telling me you need to do this, you need to do that. Your appearance is not to be judged. Are you gonna keep telling me this all night now? Okay, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout if you tell me one more time. Okay. blaspheme, smoke the thing. I don't know. We've been serving for 65 minutes. Well, cool. I think I'm gonna end the stream, okay, y'all? I think I'm gonna end the stream. I will see y'all later. And we are puffing on something. You gotta get through the pandemic. Cheers. Do you still do Uber Eats? I haven't done Uber Eats in a minute. I'm waiting for my background check to clear. Who texts you? No one texts me. I'm gonna text my friend. I'm about to call her on the phone. About to chit chat. Alright, peace out, Henry. Ever been to Boston? Yeah, I've been to Boston. That's why I took that 737 Max. I think it was the 737 Max. Honestly, you know what? I know exactly how I can tell you if I haven't flown on a 737 Max. This is crazy. I can just go back and watch my videos. Because every time I go on an airplane, I always show the safety card, and the safety card will say the type of aircraft. So I can always just go back and like just look at the old videos. How do you make living mostly in SF? I do everything. But anyway, I'm out. I gotta go. I make deliveries. I sell things. I give hugs. I do all sorts of things. Okay, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Have a beautiful day. I love all of y'all.